Yes, we are here, guys. We are here at the home of crappy Blu-rays and DVDs. A place that typically has a movie selection worse than a Siberian prison. A place that more people have committed suicide in than the Okigahara forest. Dollar Tree. Now, around the Union water coolers, I've been hearing that Dollar Tree got a new movie drop. So we are here at Dollar Tree to sift through hundreds of DVDs and Blu-rays I wouldn't send my worst enemy, to hopefully find some diamonds in the rough. Let's do this shit.
But yeah, that guy sucks, that tight white dude. He commented on my video too and just being a douchebag. And I'm like,
you need a compliment. He's awesome. I like him.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Zoolander, we just passed Zoolander up. Zoolander is, I couldn't knock anybody for picking that up. That's a great comedy. I'm just not picking up stuff. I'm basically picking up just like horror movie stuff. Unless I see some cheesy 80s, 90s action. There's Zoolander again. You got a lot of Blu-rays there. Galveston, that's a decent movie. It's just not the type of movies I'm looking for. I streamed that probably a year ago. Galveston, I live close to Galveston, so it's pretty cool to watch a movie based in Galveston. Gotti with John Travolta. I think I've heard that's terrible. What do we have here? Suburban, I think that was called. Wasn't that like a major motion picture? Yeah, Star Trek. Not too much here. I'm not seeing anything really good. Dollar Tree movies are so difficult to look through. It's always just a mess. That's a double feature with Wesley Snipes, but none of those are all direct to. There we go. That's a decent find. We'll talk more about that in the car. It's such a clusterfuck every time you go to Dollar Tree. They literally should devote a space for their DVDs and Blu-rays, a professional shelving unit, and stop with this bullshit. Bunch of shit. What is that? That guy's kind of funny. I don't know if that's a good movie though. It's probably shit. Okay, that's interesting. Little Dolph Lundgren action. Crown Vic. What the hell is that? Hellraiser, I own that, like multiple copies of that. It's an amazing movie, but I don't need it. I thought about picking these up and flipping them, but they go for between $5 and around $8. It's not worth my time. This is definitely a new drop for sure. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that I hadn't seen previous times at Dollar Tree. It's just not a lot there. Like usual, it's usually a bullshit drop. Seems like there's a lot more Blu-rays this time though, but it's Blu-rays of movies that don't even deserve a Blu-ray treatment. Ravens. Another John Travolta movie. His career is really tanked. I remember his career tanking before Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction revitalized his career, but it's back in the fucking dump. He's kind of like Nicolas Cage, but Nicolas Cage actually pulls off some bad movies, and then every once in a while does a really good movie. Like Pig, the movie that just came out. Puppet Master again. Oh, there we go. Nice. Monster Party with the slip. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So many random ass movies, it's hard to tell what. I mean, you just know because it's Dollar Tree that the majority are going to suck. I figure I'd try to show as much of the movies as possible so you guys know what's in this drop. I think that Lars movie right there. Oh no, that's not it. I'm thinking of something else. Probably just going to show the spines of the movies. It's too difficult to show the faces of every single movie. It'll take forever. I think I already looked through those. I don't know why I'm looking through them again. That's pretty much it for this Dollar Tree. I grabbed a couple of movies and we'll grab another couple. I'm sorry, we'll grab three more from the other locations. All right, we're in another Dollar Tree right now. Oh, what is this? That's a jackpot find right there. That's awesome. Hell yeah. All right, let's see if we can find anything else.
Manager to the front.
John, The Program. Lars, there's that movie that I was talking about. I heard it's good. It's I can't remember the name of that actor, but he gets like a silicone sex doll, I guess, like a life-size one, and that becomes his girlfriend, and that's what the movie's about. That Dark Was the Night is like, it's at every Dollar Tree that you go to. This Dollar Tree right here has mostly DVDs for some reason. I guess someone's already been there and bought all the Blu-rays. I think that's kind of people's move. They'll go to they'll find out when the drop is, and they'll just go buy every single Blu-ray. They probably make $2-3 online, selling them on eBay or Amazon. It's probably a little hustle move. I don't imagine them making too much money, but I guess any money is good money, so. Like, for example, that shark movie that I just showed a little while back, that movie right there sells between 10 and like $16. I mean, that's actually a decent flipper, but I'm gonna keep it. Trick or Treat. That Trick or Treat's like, I think that was at the last drop. All right, what do we have here? Antrim. I've heard about this movie. The deadliest film ever made. All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to DVDs, Nuts, and Popcorn. All right, so let's get to it. I hit up a few Dollar Trees and was able to find a few good items. You guys know how picky I am about Dollar Tree stuff, so I'm definitely not going to show you 100 items here. How many? What did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4. I found 4 Blu-rays and 1 DVD. And for the most part, they're pretty damn good finds. So, just in case you guys don't know, this is definitely for my Dollar Tree dorks out there. I think I read an article on this probably like 4 or 5 months ago about the $1.25 deal. But if you don't know, it went into effect, I think, nationwide on Sunday, because I forgot about it. And when they rang me up yesterday, because this is a 2-day thing here, when they rang me up yesterday, I was like, why are they $1.25? And she told me that it had went into effect, what they've been talking about doing. So now everything that's $1 at Dollar Tree is $1.25. Yes, we have a dilemma, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for example, the first movie that we're going to go over, Shark Lake. Is this movie worth $1? Yeah, probably. Is it worth $1.25? No, I don't think it is. So that's the problem. You guys are going to have to start figuring out what is worth $1 and what is worth $1.25, because the stuff you were picking up before, I'm sorry, it just doesn't cut it. You cannot continue to think with a dollar mind state. It's $1.25 now. You buy 4 movies, that's an extra $1 plus the tax. Something you need to think about. So, and I'm sorry that if you guys didn't know about this whole $1.25 thing, if I'm dropping a bomb on you here, but, I feel like it's my job to pass on the word and to let my Dollar Tree dorks know what's going on. All right, so what else needs to be said before we start showing off what we found here? Let me see. I think that's about it. I'm going to take one more sip of my coffee here. All right, so first up we have Shark Lake with Dolph Lundgren in it. I mean, this has got all the key ingredients for a terribly bad shark movie that I'm going to absolutely love. It's got older than dirt Dolph Lundgren. It's got a shark in a lake, and sharks do not go in lakes. And it's a motherfucking Blu-ray. I mean, how are you going to beat that? So, I don't know if I've seen this, guys. I can't remember, to be honest with you. But if I hate this movie, I'll just pass it on to my buddy Steve, who loves all shark movies, good or bad. Let's actually open this up if we can. I don't see why we don't just open all this stuff up. I mean, if it's at Dollar Tree, it's not like it's going to have any paperwork with it or anything like that, but we'll open it up and see if at least the Blu-ray looks decent. It's going to be harder than I thought. Oh, shit. See, that's what I don't like, man. You could damage the, they make these things so cheap now that you can actually damage the case cover trying to take the sticker off. All right, somehow I managed to do that. All right, so there you go. Same as the cover. So, all right, that's that. I love a good bad shark movie, so that should be right up my alley. Next up, okay, we got an interesting one here. The movie's called Antrim. This is a 2018 release by Uncorked Entertainment. This is a movie that had a lot of buzz a year and a half or 2 years ago on YouTube. And the gimmick with this movie is whoever watches it dies a horrible death or something of that nature. And as you can see in the front, it says the deadliest film ever made. Now, that actually reminds me of a series, The Masters of Horror, the John Carpenter episode called Cigarette Burns. We talked about that actually on one of my previous DVD and Blu-ray horror movie hunting at Goodwill videos. And it's kind of the same premise there. Now, let me read the DVD because I'm telling you guys right now, this is a top-notch storyline here. So here we go. Rumored to have been lost, Antrim appears as a cursed film from the 1970s. Viewers are warned to proceed with caution. It's said to be a story about a young boy and girl who enter the forest to save the soul of their recently deceased pet. They journey into Antrim, the very spot the devil landed after being cast out of heaven. There, the children begin to dig a hole to hell. I am sold right there. That's it. That might be one of the greatest storylines I've ever read on a movie before. I bullshit you not. Now, aesthetically, visually, this movie knocks it out of the park. I do not know if they used a 35 millimeter. I don't think they did. What did they use in the 70s? 35 millimeter cameras? Or were they using 70 millimeter? Maybe that was the 60s and previous. But I don't remember what the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was recorded on. But anyway, it looks really good. Like, they pulled it off. Now, I only watched half of this movie last night. Because I started thinking, if I watch the whole movie, I'm going to die, and I'm not going to be able to make this video. So that's why I cut it off halfway. I bullshit you not. And decided to, you know, do the video and show you the movie. Now, again, they pull it off. It looks 70s. It looks really cool. It looks like the 1970s with that real grainy look, that real rough look. But then it also has kind of like a psychedelic look to it, if that makes any sense. So, I'm not going to tell you anything more about the movie. I think this is more of like an artistic movie. But again, that storyline blows my mind. It's like Pet Sematary mixed with The Exorcist. I don't know, some kind of devil movie. So, yeah, man. Really look forward to what... I don't know if I'll look forward. Speaking of the Suicide Forest, I'm literally committing suicide watching this movie, right? So... yeah, I don't know to recommend this or not. But anyway, this seems to be kind of the thing. Like, I visited like 5 Dollar Trees. 4 of the 5 had multiple of these movies. I don't remember this being in any other drop before, so I think this is a new drop movie. So if you want to risk your life and watch this, then yeah, go ahead. But anyway, yeah, so I did not mention, so in the film is set up like a documentary. In the beginning, they're doing interviews about the film, and supposedly what happens is when the movie first came out, I think it was in 1973, the entire movie theater burned down and all the audience died during the movie. And then they did like an investigation into it, and most fires in theaters start where the projector's at, but the fire actually started in the audience, which is pretty cool. And then another kind of like, this one's kind of weird. Another thing that happened during the viewing of this movie in another theater is a guy that worked there behind the register serving the popcorn and all that stuff put LSD all over the popcorn. And I don't know why they added it to the movie, because it's almost like that means the movie's not cursed, that someone else's, a third party, is causing a problem. Which is funny, because the third person actually, they say that the movie was found many years later, and a hidden third party did something to the movie, which I don't know if I really got that part. I probably have to watch the whole movie to figure that out. But then I'll be dead, so I mean, it's kind of weird. But anyway, and a pregnant woman was stampeded on in the movie theater. The door ended up being locked. Everybody tried to get out. They're high on LSD. And so yeah, that's basically the setup, the plot, the synopsis to Antrim. Check it out at your own, what am I trying to say? Beware of the movie. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm tired. All right, next up here. This was a cool pickup. I've seen other Dollar Tree hunters, if you want to say, find this movie, but I don't remember if it had the slip when I seen people pick it up. So I know it's been in past drops, but again, it might have been minus the slip. I'm not sure about that, but I can tell you for $1.25 with the slip, Murder Party is an absolute steal. And this is a fairly new movie that is very well done. Cool flick. It's about these three young people that are criminals, and they rob the rich. And their thing is, they set up as this catering company, and they cater these people in these mansions, and they rob the people as they're catering. Well, what ends up happening is they cater the wrong event, and the event that they cater is a serial killer help group. And pretty soon the serial killer, at least one of them, starts killing, and then all of a sudden you got these three criminals against a party full of insane serial killers. Now, the black guy right there is in The Wire. He's the chief of police in The Wire. I really like him. He's a very good actor. Sorry that I can't remember his name. And the main actress with the, I guess she's got red hair right there. I think she did a really good job. Maybe it's Erin Murphy. I don't know. We have Julia. Who gives a fuck? She does a good job in the movie. This is a cool flick. Definitely look for this one, Murder Party. I would pick it up for that price any day. All right, second to last. I didn't even know there was a remake of this series or the first movie. We have Puppet Master on Blu-ray. Another cool find. And yeah, sure enough, as I was reading the back of it, this is a reimagining, I guess, of the first film. So it sounds like, from reading it, the special effects are going to be fucking awesome in this movie. And yeah, what does it say? From the producer of Bone Tomahawk. Bone Tomahawk was amazing, but again, when you say you're the producer of a movie, what is, so is he directing? I want to know directing I want to know what he's directed in the past. And if he hasn't directed anything, what he's produced doesn't really mean too much. And The Meg, speaking of shark movies, that was another movie he produced. So yeah, The Puppet Master, guys. I own every Puppet Master movie on DVD, which is like 9 of them, which is pretty crazy. But I have not watched all of the Puppet Master movies. I probably watched like 3 of them. So it's definitely something that I need to continue to do, and I will be watching. Maybe this will fire start everything, and I'll watch this remake, and then I'll want to watch all of them. And then we can do a live stream ranking all the Puppet Master movies. I'm sure that's going to come in the future. So, yeah, not a bad pickup from Dollar Tree. All right, and the last pickup, which might even be the best pickup, and I didn't even know these movies are on Blu-ray. That's what's so cool about it. A 4-film shark collection here. We have Shark Attack 1, Shark Attack 2, Shark Attack 3, and a movie called Shark Zone, which is the continuation of the series. But from my understanding, I should remember this, I watched all 3 Shark Attack movies about 2 years ago, but I can't remember. I think none of them are related to each other. So Shark Zone being named something else means nothing. The whole series is a jumbled mess as far as any continuity. There is no continuity. So the Shark Attack movies, let me explain them to you if you haven't seen them. If Jaws is the Friday the 13th of shark movies, then Shark Attack is the equivalent to Bloody Murder, which is a blatant ripoff of the Friday the 13th series. Bloody Murder has a cheap-ass hockey mask. It just completely copies Friday the 13th. I don't even know how they got away with it. Now, is it as good? No. Is it entertaining? Hell yeah. Just like the Bloody Murder movies. Very entertaining, but not as good as the Friday the 13th movies. Now, this movie, let me see here. This movie probably has the greatest line in the history of movie cinema. Now, I don't know if I can show it to you guys because I don't want to get my channel blocked. But then again, what would the guys say around the water cooler at work? They'd say I have no balls. So I'm going to go ahead and show it. I'm going to go ahead and show you the clip of the greatest line in the history of cinema. Now, this clip is kind of like Antrim. Antrim, if you watch Antrim, you will die a horrible death. When you watch this clip, you will die of laughing, okay? It's so funny. All right, here it is.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too, but, you know, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
Now that is movie magic right there. And by the way, just a funny or a cool note on that. I read an article. Actually, I bullshit. It's not an article, but on that actual clip on YouTube, if you read the comments, one of the comments says that was actually an ad lib by that actor who was only doing that to make the cast and crew laugh. But the director loved it so much, he left it in the movie. So that's pretty badass. I love that story. But yeah, I've never seen Shark Zone, guys, but I recommend Shark Attack, all 3 of those movies. Lots of fun, just cheesy shark fun. And with a line like that, you definitely have to see Shark Attack 3, which is called Megalodon. All right, what else? I think that's it. That's it for the video. Don't forget, December 18th, which is coming up. It's this weekend, right? Is it Friday or Saturday? I'm not sure, but it is December 18th, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We are live streaming, ranking all of the Silent Night, Deadly Night films. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I expect everybody to show up and have fun. That's going to be my Christmas party for everybody. I'm not celebrating Christmas this year for many reasons. It's probably because I'm watching the Silent Night, Deadly Night series. It's so depressing and so anti-Christmas that I've become the Grinch. But that's going to be the Christmas party. I'll be wearing a Christmas hat, Christmas glasses, Christmas lights around my neck, and we're going to talk horror movies, drink some beer, talk some shit, and have a good time. So I'll see you guys on the 18th, unless I make another video before then. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out! Oh, yeah.